Hello everyone, my name is Jurassic and I'm here to finally present you the long overdue Hammond collection Brachiosaurus. And without further ado, let's dive into it. Mattel has served again when it comes to Hammond collection, because oh my god, I absolutely adore this figure so much. If 10-year-old me got his hands on this figure, this would have probably been my most favorite toy of all time, along with the Hammond collection T-Rex, and just along with basically all of Hammond collection. I just love that we finally got a sauropod that is not basically a glorified brick or a glorified bat. I am in love with this figure. It looks absolutely stellar. It poses absolutely great, and just everything about it, it's just great. I love what they've done with the Brachiosaurus, and I love the way it looks. Just look the amount of detail this thing holds, the wrinkles, the scales, everything really gives up that leathery feel of a big giant sauropod, especially in the neck. Now, this was a huge controversy in the community, especially in a certain server that I'm in. And no, I'm not talking about my Discord server, but hey, if you guys want to join my Discord server, links in the description. But everyone was just making such a big deal about the neck and how, like, oh, it's probably gonna tear off or over time. Honestly, this might be one of the highest soft plastic material Mattel is using. The way it feels, like, it really gives off like a little real feel effect, but also looks like to be the material of the current Red Rex. But it's such a super high quality soft plastic, it will be 100% more durable than the tail of the Hammond collection T-Rex or the neck of the Hammond collection T-Rex. Because yes, over time it's slowly showing a couple of cracks on that, which is unfortunate. But I don't think this is gonna happen with the Brachiosaurus. And again, just the range of articulation the neck holds, like, you can give it the iconic look of the Brachiosaurus when it's looking on the back, or when it's up in its 2 feet, or hey, you can make it look like the Ultrasaur from the Jurassic Park ride, because yes, why not? And just again, this is such a wonderful figure. And the paint job, oh my god, it is such a simple paint, because, you know, the Brachiosaurus, it was just a simple coloring. It was brown in the movie, and here it's brown, but it's also full of like it's like sprayed on, so it gives it like a nice hue, dark brown, like a little burnt brown on the top. Has like little specks of brown around the body, as if they grabbed a brush and like they did a little motion to give it a couple of spots. And most of the mold is in brown, but it's such a basic color. It's bland, but it just looks so good on the Brachiosaurus, man. Like, it looks so good. So good. On the Brachiosaurus. And it also has like a nice creamy underbelly, which again, it just so many shades of brown on this figure. My cameras do not do it any justice whatsoever, because in person this thing looks absolutely stellar in my opinion. And I think while talking about articulation and all that mumbo jumbo, how about we move into the articulation segment? Hi, hello, this is future me. I forgot to mention that the Brachiosaurus also comes with this little poster. It was supposedly only a pre-order thing, but my copy still has it for some reason. I don't know why. Maybe they made too many boxes with the posters, or maybe it was all a lie so that you can pre-order on Target, because the Jurassic fans have had enough of Target's BS of, you know, botching the pre-orders and overcharging us when we haven't had the item yet. Blink, 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 blinkity, blink, blink. Anyway, let's go to the articulation segment. Alright guys, usually I would have like a little funny haha segment with articulation and, you know, little AI Joe Biden voice, but this thing is just so freaking massive. I don't have the room to get far away enough to do the articulation segment like I was doing with that. So we're gonna do this with the one hand, and we're gonna start off with the head. The head is like in a little ball joint over here. Really, really nice ball joint. You can really get it on range there, and the mouth open and closes. And this is a pre-recording of the pre-recording, so I don't know if I mentioned in the video, but man, they really, really nailed the nice. They really nailed the eyes of the Brachiosaurus. It looks so freaking good. And coming about down, since this is soft rubber, as I mentioned, you can really just bend the Brachiosaurus how you want. You can even just give it the Ultrasaur look, as I like to call it. But yeah, really, really nice range of motion. Like, you can really, really twist this around. I honestly cannot show the twistiness right now, because again, I'm holding this with one hand and everything. And well, as you saw right there, nice ratchety hinge joint, very, very nice. Feet obviously move up and down, bend on the elbow, and head into the wrist rotation. And nice to meet you too, very nice. And same thing with the leg, up and down, joint here. And last but not least, a nice little tail joint. It's a double joint actually. And I am actually surprised it's not just a ball joint like the Legacy Brachiosaurus, but a hinge joint actually. But yes, for a Hammond collection figure, it's both like the most articulated but also the most limited one. I don't know how to explain that, but yeah, that's it for the articulation of the Brachiosaurus. Back to the review. So yeah, it's a very, very well articulated sauropod. Again, much more better than the glorified bricks that we've gotten. Don't get me wrong, they're good bricks, but at the end of the day, a brick is a brick, and there's so much you can do with a brick. I don't know where I was going with that joke, but personally, it does suffer the same problem of the Triceratops, where it has articulation, but in some aspects it suffers where it's still a brick. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not as bad as the Hammond Collection Triceratops articulation-wise, but I don't know, just something about it feels more limiting. Maybe it's like of a waist joint, or maybe the tail doesn't feel as organic like the others. It's not a bendy wire. And the neck, as much as I really like the way they executed the neck, I feel like it could have been better. Maybe they could have done the SH Monster Arts way and have every single joint of the neck be a ball joint, or I don't know. Just like it's so just like right there in the edge of being perfect. The neck is just right there in the edge of being perfect. But unfortunately, with the material that they used on the inside of the neck. I get why they use it. It's to reinforce it so it doesn't snap or break. But it really came at a cost of limiting like how animated you want the Brachiosaurus to move around with its neck. I get it. I get why, but I don't mind it personally. But yeah, the Brachiosaurus, as good as it is, it does have a couple of issues that could have been fixed. But I don't know, maybe at this point I'm just trying to find something negative to talk about. Because, you know, lately I've just been, ooh, this is good. Ooh, this is good. Ooh, this is good. So, you know, just trying to keep a good balance so I don't sound like a little good little bootlicker. But, yes, personally, I am astonished on how well the Brachiosaurus is. I am astonished on how it just looks like it leaped off of the screen. Again, the detailing and everything, just, so good. And how about we get into size comparison, shall we? Let's. Here's the Hammond Collection Brachiosaurus with the Legacy Collection Brachiosaurus. Here's the Hammond Collection Brachiosaurus with my little gatito. Brachiosaurus with the one and only Captain Jack Sparrow. Why is it so big? So yes, while the Brachiosaurus, as amazing as it is, it does have a couple of issues that it does knock it down 1.5 points for me. Again, it's really nothing major at this point. I'm literally just looking for trouble. I am nitpicking, but sometimes nitpick also count as criticisms, and you know, sometimes you gotta learn from every single criticism. And I think the biggest criticism I have with the Brachiosaurus and just a lot of Hammond Collection figures, waist joints. Mattel, we really need waist joints. That's like that could literally make or break the Hammond Collection right now. I don't know how much extra you're gonna have to charge us for you to add those joints, but I feel like a little waist joint could come a long way for these figures. And all in all, the Brachiosaurus in itself, especially compared to the Legacy Collection, as special as the Legacy... I thought something... Anyway, I know how special the Legacy Collection Brachiosaurus is, because it's literally the first big Brachiosaurus we ever had. This one just completely dethrones the Legacy Collection one. It dethrones any other sauropod we've had. And honestly, I am excited for the inevitable Apatosaurus or the Dreadnoughtus or even the Mamenchisaurus figures for Hammond Collection. Because if the Brachiosaurus is this good, imagine over time as they're slowly getting better and better and better. It's only gonna go up from here, folks. So my final rating of the Hammond Collection Brachiosaurus is a 4 out of 5. Again, just a 1 point away from being perfection. And all in all, this is the sauropod figure of my dreams. I am so happy to add this to my collection, and I'm just so happy to finally have something like this. Like I said earlier, if Kid Me saw this figure and have had it, this would have been my favorite toy of all time, because just something about Hammond Collection, it's like a dream come true. We finally have super articulated dinosaurs that are also affordable, and they're no longer just glorified bricks with gimmicks. Like, it just makes me so happy. And again, I'm just excited for the future of this. Now, yes, they've recently stumbled with a certain buck, but hopefully they can come back from that tumble. And I mean, so far so good with the Brachiosaurus. But yes, my name is Jurassic Addict. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I try to keep the weekly grind set. I cannot promise you a weekly grind set because of my busy schedule. And if you guys noticed by my post, I tend to be that guy where she's like, oh, upload tomorrow. Literally does it the day after. So I am trying to have a schedule here. So I hope you bear with me. And if you enjoyed this, why not check out my other previous videos I've done before, like my Irritator review, the Indominus review. And while you're at it, why not also like the video, leave a comment, and also follow me on all my socials in the link of the description. Anyway, I've been Jurassic Addict, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios!